Now by Storm Team 3, meteorologist Ryan Knapp. Ryan, kind of mixed feelings on the snow. It's fun to finally have our first big snow of the year, but now I'm also kind of like, and now I have to drive in this.
Well, I hope Norman helped you shovel the snow a little bit this morning.
He did. He pays his way.
Hopefully. But yeah, no, we saw quite a bit of snowfall last night, still obviously on some of the side streets, and that's one thing I was going to talk about. Highway 52 this morning. Very impressed with how well it was plowed. I mean, as someone from Florida, I was fully anticipating seeing how it looked last night, where really you couldn't even see the lines on the road. It was just completely blanket of white. Besides that, though, 52 looked really good this morning. It was really just those side streets that still saw some snow coverage on really through the morning and into the afternoon. But crews are working rather impressively to get the snow removed for us. But don't worry, it won't just be the crews that will help get rid of the snow. It's going to be our temperatures, and that's the one thing we're going to focus on here throughout the forecast. Taking a live look right now over downtown Rochester, still seeing that blanket of snow on the roads, on the grass, on the trees. It's rather beautiful, but as the days go on, obviously it's going to turn more into just kind of a slush, and it just kind of gets annoying here. Mason City, the only one not really showing any data right now. This is coming in from the airport. Rochester, though, still in the lower 20s. Austin, Albert Lee, not too far behind there. Winds now out of the south and southwest rather than out of the north. So we are now starting to see, again, another change to out of the south. That's going to allow for our temperatures to start to increase as we head into the next couple days. Through the rest of this evening, temperatures still going to stay really into the lower 20s. I don't expect us to drift too far away from this through the rest of tonight. I would not be surprised, though, to maybe see some of us into the upper teens. But for right now, forecast really only calling for lower 20s, maybe some upper teens, like I said. Feels like temperatures, though, will be into the upper teens. So that's something to keep in mind here. Through tonight, temperatures, like I said, really lower 20s, even closer to the middle 20s across portions of North Iowa. A few clouds will be out there, but nothing to really hinder tonight. We're going to be looking at just a chilly but calm night, especially considering what we had to deal with through the day on yesterday and through early this morning. For tomorrow, temperatures warmer back into the middle 30s. Feels like temperatures still into the teens and lower teens through much of the morning. By the afternoon, back into the upper 20s, where feels like temperatures, though, close to almost 40 degrees in some spots. Some clouds will be there as well, as they'll kind of mix in through the day. But something I want to point out here is the fact that we are trending warm, and it's going to hit quickly, especially as we approach midweek. So right now, we can see a lot of this orange and really yellow starting to arrive into much of the Central Plains and upper Midwest. Watch as we push into Wednesday. Now we're getting some of those reds as we just see a surge of southerly winds and something known as warm air advection moving across the plains and upper Midwest. That's going to allow for temperatures on Wednesday to potentially be in the upper 50s and get this 60s. That's about 30 degrees above the average for this time of year, average high at around 32. So it's going to be nice as we push over the next few days. But the thing to note is with that increase of southerly winds also comes an increase with moisture. So we could be looking at some showers and maybe a few snow showers on the western half of Minnesota here moving forward. Here's that temperature outlook, and this is not a typo by any means. We'll trend upwards here into the 40s by Tuesday, but look at that, upper 50s and close to even 60 degrees for Wednesday before dropping back down to a more normal state and even below normal by the time we approach next weekend. So here's a look at 7-day forecast, though, where the weekend's always in view. See temperatures into the 30s and 40s by the time we get to Tuesday, but we are tracking a chance for some showers and well above average temperatures for this time of year as we approach into Wednesday before we start to see temperatures back to normal by Friday and even colder by the weekend. Annalise?